So now we look at example 2. Obtain the first four terms. So the question requests the first four terms in the expansion of cos x. So our function is cos x as a power series above x is equals to pi over 3. So what is the difference between the example 2 and example 1 is, in example 2 we have the second part, hence approximate cos 62 degree, correct to 4 decimal places. So before we start this question, you have to know first you have to know the special angle. So if you still remember, the special angle is 30 degree, 60 degree, and 45 degree. So where 30 degree is pi over 6, if in term of radian, this is pi over 3, 45 is pi over 4. So if you have an equilateral triangle, which is 1, 2, here is square root of 3. Then here is 60 degree. Here we have 30 degree. So let's say we look at the first one. Start with 30 degree. Sine 30 or sine pi over 6 is equals to, here is 30 degree. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So it's 1 over 2. Then cos, let's say 30 degree or cos pi over 6. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So it's square root of 3 over 2. And then we have tangent 30 degree or tangent pi over 6 radian. Here is tangent is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over adjacent. So it's 1 over square root of 3. This is for 30 degree. Whereas for 60 degree, sine 60 or sine pi over 3. Here is pi over 3 sine. So here is 60 degree. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Square root of 3 over 2. Then cos 60 degree or cos pi over 3. So here is equals to cos is adjacent over hypotenuse 1 over 2. And finally tangent 60 degree or tangent pi over 3. So tangent is opposite over adjacent. Square root of 3 over 1. Or I can write in the form of square root of 3. This is for 30 and 60 degree. Whereas for 45 degree, sorry, here is 1 square root of 2. 90 degree. Here we have 45 degree. So start with sine 40 degree, 45 degree or sine pi over 4. So here is equals to sine opposite over hypotenuse 1 over 2 square root of 2. Cos 45 degree or cos pi over 4. Cos adjacent over hypotenuse. Against is 1 over square root of 2. Finally, tangent 45 degree or tangent pi over 4. This is opposite over adjacent. 1 over 1, or I can write as 1. So here is the special angle. Next thing you have to know is how to convert from degree to radian. The next thing you have to know is how to convert degree into radian. From the degree, In order to convert into radian, we have to multiply by pi over 180 degree. From one value, the value in degree. If you want to convert to radian, you have to multiply by pi over 180. So, the output here it will be in radian. So, satu nilai degree ni darab dengan pi per 180, nanti you akan dapat radian. So, you have to remember this one, this part. So, therefore, if you look at this question, first our fx, and then substitute the value of a, which is in this case is pi over 3. If you still remember, pi over 3 actually is 60 degree. This is the special angle. Cos 60, you tengok, cos 60 is 1 over 2. So 1 over 2. And then differentiate. Substitute the value. So this is sine 60 degree. Sine pi over 3 is sine 60 degree. Sine 60 degree is here. Punca 3 per 2. Negatif ni sebab kat sini ada negatif. And then differentiate, substitute. Differentiate, substitute. The first four term. So, 4 sebutan pertama. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Differentiate, substitute, differentiate, and substitute. And then here is the formula. Ganti saja. 1 over 2, this is this one. And then over 2 factorial, this is the value of A. Ganti, and then simplify. So, this is the value. Simplify. So, here, cos 62. From the 62 degree, in order to change to radian, we have to multiply by pi over 180. So what you need to do is, you guna 62 over 180. Using your calculator, 62 per 180. So you should get 31 pi over 90 degree. Guna calculator, 62 per 180. You will get 31 over 90. So pi sini pi lah. So you just substitute into x. Ganti dalam x saja. And then you should get the value. If you look at this example. Given that fx is x ln x, find the Taylor expansion of fx as far as x minus 1 power of 3. Sampai kuasa 3. Hence, estimate the value of 1.1. Like I mentioned before, as far as x minus 1. So in this case, I let x minus 1 is equals to 0. X is 1. In other words, our A is equals to 1 kat sini. So, first fx. X ln x. So, if f1, so here will become 1 ln 1. As we all know, ln 1 is 0. Kosong darab 1, 0. So, this one we cannot. So, this one is the first one. Okay, right. And then f prime x. When I want to differentiate this one, bila saya nak differentiate yang ni, I have to use product rule. X darab ln x. I have to use product rule. So means that u v prime plus v u prime. So where this is our u, this is our v. So we have to use product rule. So u is x, v prime bezakan v ln x, kita akan dapat 1 per x. Plus v is ln x. U prime bezakan u dapat 1. So here if I try to simplify, x ni boleh potong 1 plus ln x. So again substitute f prime 1. So ini maksudnya kena buat sampai power of 3. So here we get 1 plus ln 1. So here is 1 plus 0. Ln 1 is 0. So here is 1. Differentiate again. So this is power of 1, power of 2. Differentiate the second times. So differentiate yang ni Differentiate 1 is 0. Plus differentiate ln x is 1 over x. So this is 1 over x. Or this is x power of negative 1. So I substitute f double prime 1. So this is 1 over 1. This is 1. The third derivative, f triple prime x. So differentiate this part. Now multiply negative 1 to the front. Negative 1x power of negative 2. Or I can write in the form of negative 1 over x squared. Substitute the value. F triple prime 1. So here I should get negative 1 over 1 squared. So negative 1 over 1, which is negative 1. Sebab dia minta sampai kuasa 3 saja. So we stop at the third derivative ni. Sebab third derivative kuasa 3. So as I mentioned before, please remember the formula. Setiap kali buat soalan ni, tulis formula dia. Fx tak rugi is equals to Fa plus F prime A over 1 factorial x minus A plus F double prime A over 2 factorial x minus A squared plus F triple prime A over 3 factorial times x minus A cube. That's why I remember, jika dia minta sampai kuasa 3, kita berhenti kat third derivative. Beza kali ketiga saja. So now our fx. What is our fx is? X ln x is equals to the first one, fa. Fa is 0. So 0. Plus f prime a. F prime a is 1. 1 over 1 factorial ni adalah 1. Times x minus a. A kita adalah 1. Plus f double prime a. F double prime a is 1. So 1 over 2 factorial is 2 times x minus 1 squared. Finally, plus f triple prime a. F triple prime a is negative 1. So negative 1 over 3 factorial is 6 times x minus 1 cube. So simplify this part. 1 over 1 is 1. So here is x minus 1 plus 1 over 2 x minus 1 squared. Positive, negative, negative 1 over 6 x minus 1 cube. Up until this term. So kita stop kat sini lah sebab dia minta sampai kuasa 3 saja. And then find the value of f 1.1. So f 1.1 maksudnya kita gantikan x ni. So means that here we have 1.1 minus 1 plus 1 over 2 gantikan x. Here is 1.1 minus 1 squared minus 1 over 6. So again this is 1.1 minus 1 power of 3. From this part, 1.1 minus 1 is 0.1 plus 1 over 2, 0.1 squared minus 1 over 6, 0.1 power of 3. By using your calculator, you should have 1. So this is 0.5 x squared minus 1 over 6 x cubed. So again, 0.1 plus 1 over 2, 0.1 squared minus 1 over 6, 0.1 cubed. Great, so 0.1. So here, up to 4 decimal places, 0.1048. So 4 decimal places. So here is our answer, 0.1048. 0.1, I check again, times 0.1 squared minus 1 over 6 times 0.1 cube. So 0.1048. Yes, this is the answer. 0.1 times ln 0.1. 0.1. 1.1. Okay, right. Sorry, 1.1 times ln 1.1. Yeah. So here is the answer for question number 2. Just like before, first we substitute the value, and then first we substitute the value fx, then substitute the value f prime x, substitute the value f double prime, substitute the value f triple prime, substitute the value. So the difference here, again, please remember this formula, very useful. The difference here is here we need to substitute the value of 1.1. Where to substitute? Substitute into the value of x. Ganti kat mana? Ganti kat nilai x ni. Beza dia adalah kita kena ganti. Dia minta kita cari nilai dia. This is only the difference from example 2 dengan example 1. So where in example 2 we have to substitute the value. So next, in the next video, we'll look at in the power of x. In the power of x means that, in other words, our a ni adalah sama dengan kosong. Guna formula yang sama. In this time, our a is 0. So straightforward, our a is 0 in this case. The same formula. You doesn't have to memorize the new formula. Using the same formula, only this time our a is 0.